Yeah, so it is Mystical May now, and I'm super excited, as you can probably tell. I've got an exam coming up this week, which is art, and it's all based around like creatures and sort of characters, and well, that's the channel name. And it is gonna be a lot of fun. My name is Will. I run the Creatures and Characters channel. You can subscribe and like if you want to now, or you can watch all through the video and decide later. I'm on Instagram and TikTok, and I will put those up at the end, along with any other social media platforms that I'm on. Anyway, today we're going to be adding to the Creatures and Characters universe, which is a universe, a fictional one I've been building over the last year, and it's actually going quite well so far. The idea today is to make some sort of creatures, fantasy-based, but using a slightly irregular sort of reference, but to essentially go ahead and draw something, say, I don't know, like a circle with some horns like that. Yeah. And then the idea is that you then go ahead and erase certain parts of this thing and then draw back into the bits you've left there. Now obviously I'm going to draw it a lot more complex, and the idea with this is that every new creature or monster I draw is a higher evolutionary version, or higher on the food chain, or higher in power in this sort of fantasy style realm, I guess. And next week I'm planning to do maybe some more D&D based things, with some characters, maybe some elven things, some giants. So I think that'll be really cool. And also by the end of this video, you will see that there is indeed a reference photo for you guys to have a go at. You can edit that however you like, and yeah, I'll be up at the end with my socials. It would just be a little bit challenge for anyone who wants to give it a go. Sorry for the camera angles today. I'm having some trouble with my tripod. There's a ring that's sort of lets it sit at angles, up and down, so like that and that. And the ring is kind of snapped because it's glued on, which means that it needs to be higher to give a perspective of the full thing. I'm going to be using my A4 sketchbook, A4 or A5 sketchbook today, for this in a landscape position, just because it's easier to film like this. I've actually got a new sketchbook as well, but I'm saving that probably for later when we do gods in October. So that should be a lot of fun. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to get right into it. And the irregular sort of reference that I'm going to be using, which I found quite useful, especially for this exam project coming up, is actually using fashion. So I'm going to find a piece of fashion maybe from London or Paris Fashion Week 2022 to use as a base for the first image, and I'm just going to build off of that. And it kind of forces you to draw whatever you can think of right away. And there's no right or wrong with this, because obviously you erase and redraw and you just get loads and loads of insane creations. What I'll also do is go ahead and snapshot every single drawing that comes out of this before I erase it, so we get all of the images at the end. But yeah, let's go. So I'm actually all finished up now. That's as far as I think I can go with this sort of forced creature development. I think I got through about 15, 20. I'm going to go back and count now, and I'll also screenshot all of the creatures so you can see them fully. I'll make them a bit more visible. Now, in terms of the actual exercise, I think I started off quite strong with the fashion image in my head, kind of doing that. But then as I started to go through, the quality started to decrease a bit, but then started to build up more as I reached the end. So there are definitely some stronger ideas and some weaker ideas. With the stronger ones, the drawing is much more clear and more detailed and has much more quality. Whereas if you're a bit stuck on ideas and you can't really let your ideas flow, they do come out a bit worse quality and not as good. This final form and all the other forms in the image, like I said before, the first one is like the weakest, the last one being this one is the strongest. In the food chain, cosmic power, fantasy power, depending on what I kind of want it to be, and all of these are going to be added to the universe as well in their own sort of realm or dimension, which will probably be some sort of fantasy or mythical realm. But this is the first video of Mythical May, and I really do hope you have enjoyed. Have a go at this yourself, and as I said at the end of the video, there will be a picture that you can use as a reference for something, which will hopefully be relevant next week. But yeah, for now, that's been me. Thank you so much for watching. I really have enjoyed this. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm actually going to continue doing this in my free time. It's an amazing way to develop your drawing skills, and it's a great drawing exercise as well, in my opinion. But other than that, cue the outro.